So when you, I know you studied it obviously for ages, but when you first started, how fast did you pick up the language? Is it something that we might struggle with to begin with?
To begin with, yeah, probably. I mean, I was taking classes.
Yeah,
all
we
the
get
time.
classes, I think we get one a day or something like that.
That's
so
pretty good, yeah.
I'm not 100%. I know I saw one somewhere, so I'm assuming it's
Yeah.
at least one a week, but yeah.
Yeah. I think it sort of depends how much you're willing to put into it, really. Like, I had friends who didn't speak English, and at the beginning that was really tricky.
Yeah, I bet.
I can imagine.
So yeah, we communicated through biscuits. But yeah, no, I mean, in that environment I was able to pick it up very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine if you're thrown into it, it's very different to learning it in like a classroom at
You have
home
to
or whatever,
learn it,
isn't it?
don't
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I think the key thing, classes aside, the key thing really is how much you want to engage with people and engage with
Of
what
course,
you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you can spend. It is very possible to live in modern urban China, just living purely in Starbucks and McDonald's and
Yeah, there's
being
no
on your
point,
laptop with a
is there?
VPN. And it's point. It's
You can do
fair
that,
enough.
yeah.
Some people exactly. You can do it anywhere, and
Yeah.
for some people that's what they want to do. But it's not gonna. You're not gonna learn Chinese, and you're not gonna make the best of it.
Of course.
Yeah, I think if you're thrown into a culture like that, the best way, it's the easiest thing to do is to learn the language if you live there. So why would you not take that
Yeah.
opportunity to?
Absolutely. And there'll be so many people who want to make friends with you and speak. Well, they will want to speak English with you. You've got to
Yeah.
make sure you get some Chinese out
Yeah,
of them as
yeah.
Yeah,
well.
of course. That's the only way you get to learn, isn't it?
Indeed, yeah.
In regards to the way that staff, the way you're treated over there as staff members, in respect of how the kids treat you and how other staff members treat you, how is that?
Pretty well. I think in terms of working hours and such, it's you're expected to work hard.
Yeah, of course.
But in return, especially, I think the real, I think the relationship that is most different to teachers here is your relationship with parents, who will by and large really respect you and be on your side
Yeah.
when you're in China.
Yeah.
Which really is absolutely critical, because parents can be very difficult.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like incredibly different to how it is here, isn't it?
It really is, at least in terms of the respect that teachers are given.
Yeah, I
And much
imagine
higher,
so.
greater
Yeah.
respect over there in
That's right.
comparison to over here.
Yeah, which is really, really nice. And as for other members of staff, I've never had any trouble. I've only ever had good friends
Well, that's good.
among the staff. I mean, of course, people are all different, but
Yeah.
Yeah, each their own, but at the
Because
same time.
I think in regards to what we would be working, we'd be having 2 days off during the week and working Saturday and Sunday, was it?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
was that the same for yourself?
well, I was working at the weekend because I was in a training class,
Yeah.
in a
Oh,
training
okay.
school. So I was kind of sort of opposite hours to everyone else. I was
Yeah.
working evenings and weekends.
Yeah.
But as I understand that, it's quite typical. Yeah, it's quite a normal sort of working week.
How did the workload compare to something that you do here? Because obviously I know the hours are long, but
Well, in terms of, I mean, the teaching, yeah, it's quite high, I would say. You've got to, it sort of depends exactly what your role is.
yeah.
Like if you're a teaching assistant, clearly you're not preparing lessons and
Yeah,
so on.
ours is split. We spend, I can't remember the exact amount, but it's basically like a third of the time being a teacher and then 2/3 being a teaching assistant.
Right, well that's quite comfortable then. I think being a teaching assistant, once you've gained some experience, you'll be able to do much of your work off the cuff.
Yeah,
You'll get a feel
confident.
for the level of the students, you'll be confident in your own, your ability to engage with them, and kind of with what you're teaching. And it takes a little bit of getting used to, but
Yeah, of course.
as it's the same with any teaching, and it's, if anything, it's probably less than what you have to
Yeah, I'd
get
imagine
stuck
so.
into.
How long do you reckon it would take us to come from nothing here to kind of adjusting a bit better there? Like, is it
In terms of life or teaching?
everything?
Everything.
Yeah.
Well, it depends a lot on the person, I would say.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, when I first went, I was 18, and I found I made friends very quickly.
Yeah.
And most things were not a problem at all. It took me perhaps longer to get used to eating Chinese food all the time.
No, I bet.
But besides that, I think pretty
Yeah.
quickly. Like if you're there and you're living and you're going about your daily business, it's a shock at first. You could be looking at a couple of months and then you're fine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'd say.
That's about what I was thinking, to be honest. It's not more or
it's
less. Yeah.
Which really
I
normal.
think it'd be the
isn't it?
same with anything.
It's psychological, you know,
Yeah.
when you're in short-term mode and everything is new, then everything is going to be a bit bewildering.
Yeah.
Once you get sort of
It's your routine, yeah.
precisely, yeah.
Would you say that like going teaching in China has opened up opportunities over here?
It definitely has. I mean, the job I do at the moment, which is related to international students coming here to do their sixth form studies, is very much a product of doing that.
All right, okay.
And it's also partly because I speak Chinese, but it's very
I
much.
suppose that is quite a big benefit.
It is beneficial, but you know, the market for English teachers in China is massive.
Yeah.
They really want you there, and they want to take care of you as much as they can. You know,
Yeah.
you'll have people fighting your corner pretty much wherever you go.
Well, that's good.
So,
Yeah, I think they said that we'll be teaching not just the English language, but like about the culture and geography and like all kinds of things that we can get across better because of where we're
Personal
from.
experience.
Yeah, basically, and our experience in education.
Yeah.
plenty of Christmas presentations about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is roast beef. Yeah, indeed.
Would you say that you would go to a different country and try and teach, or would you just like since you've been to China, would you only go back to China now?
Well, I'm kind of I'm very much invested in China now. Now that I speak the language,
yeah.
I don't want to uproot myself and go
Try
elsewhere.
different.
Yeah, makes
My
sense.
my elder brother teaches in Japan,
Right, okay.
and I think they are quite different. By the
Yeah.
sounds of it, quite different environments.
Right, okay.
And I think certainly one of the benefits, particularly of teaching in China, is how friendly people are, how friendly Chinese people are to foreigners living in China.
Yeah.
Just right off the bat, people want to make friends with you and be really helpful and so on.
Okay.
Whereas from my brother's experience in Japan and South Korea, people tend to be a bit more reserved, a bit
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
I've got a weird question.
Go for
It's
it.
about the internet. What kind
Yeah.
of like blocks and everything like that? Like,
No, yeah, absolutely. There's a lot that you can get around it. So
VPN
Google
things and stuff
VPN,
like that,
yeah. It depends. I think. I mean, I would say it's worth getting one just in case. It's an expenditure. But
Yeah.
it's a good thing to
Worth
have.
having, yeah. I think because of Netflix and things like that. Like,
Oh yeah, that's true. I was never streaming there. But yeah, no, totally. You like certainly Google's blocked, Facebook's blocked. Likewise, all related services,
That's crazy.
Instagram, etc.
What do you do?
Go out and into the world.
Anthony's a
Yeah.
promoter, so
Yeah,
his
I've been-
life is social media right
I've
now.
been-
Oh, I see.
I've been a promoter for the past
You need a
4 years.
VPN then.
Yeah.
Oh, you emphatically need a
Time to
VPN.
invest.
Yeah.
I'm half
Also,
promoted.
get into WeChat if you're not already.
I've
Yeah,
just
no,
downloaded
we're on
that.
it. That's
You're
what-
on it.
yeah,
You're
we're
on
it.
Is that similar to like?
It's just WhatsApp,
Yeah,
basically.
it's
isn't it?
WhatsApp.
WeChat is really great. It combines all the best privacy. It's kind of all the privacy things you want from Facebook combined with WhatsApp and Facebook.
Mm.
Oh, right,
it's-
okay.
I think it's a really good program. All the servers are based in China, so there's that.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good.